You are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Hey Andrew, this is what I was talking about their horror section. See, it's vampires, werewolves, classic horror, and it just keeps going. Horror comedy, it's all horror comedy. Down here, more horror comedy. Giallo section, when animals attack. Cannibals. Zombies. Retro horror. Horror A to Z, for stuff that just didn't fit into the other sections. I'll back up so you can see that it's that. Let's see, the retro horror goes all the way down. All the way down. Then over here under zombies. Under zombies, he's got witches. Then foreign horror. Sorry, somebody put Dragnet in there. Anyway, sorry, down here's foreign horror. As is the bottom shelf. Okay, and that whole thing, that's just horror rentals. Hello, my children of the popcorn. Well, normally I have fairly small hauls, but Orbit DVD in Asheville, the greatest place on earth, was having a sale, and Marc is as big a horror fan as Marc here is. And so most of the stuff that he had on sale was horror. And I went in it and I got 110 films, and I spent $150, so it was less than $1.50 a piece. They were in different tiered price points, but it just was amazing. I found, I'll go quickly for this because there's so many of them, but in particular I did find the Code Red DVD of Dead Pit, Season of the Witch, and There's Always Vanilla from George Romero, some rarities from George Romero, and Patrick Still Lives, which is actually a DVD I've always looked for because I've had both the old Patrick and the new Patrick, both Australian films, and this is an Italian ripoff of Patrick called Patrick Still Lives, and I've always wanted it. Curse of El Charro, Sisters, Colossus the Forbin Project, Brothers Grimm, Bloody Movie, Blood Tide and Snow Beast, Resident Evil Damnation, the only CGI Resident Evil I was missing, Bled, Dead Like Me, Life After Death. I think this is the movie they put out several years after the series ended. From a Whisper to a Scream with Vincent Price, Storm Warning from Dimension Extreme, Tarantulas the Deadly Cargo with Tom Atkins, The Guest, which is an awesome film. If you've seen Ready or Not and you liked it, sorry, not Ready or Not. Oh, great! Now I'm blanking on it. I'm the worst. Anyway, this is Adam Wingard's The Guest. David Cronenberg's Spider. Troll Hunter, which is an awesome Nordic film. Stendhal Syndrome with Slip from Blue Underground DVD. These are all DVDs at the moment. The original Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, I have it, of course. Nightmare Castle with Barbara Steele from Severin. Plaga Zombie Mutant Zone from Fangoria. Q the Winged Serpent, great Larry Cohen film. The Oracle. Frozen. Death Note, the live-action version. Resident Evil Trilogy. The Brotherhood. The Shallows. Devil's Rock. Eileen Wuornos, Selling of a Serial Killer. Euroshock's Cave of the Living Dead. The Children of Dune miniseries. John Carpenter's Cigarette Burns. Blood Shack. Tombs of the Blind Dead. Revenge of Frankenstein. House Where Evil Dwells. Land of the Dead. Leprechaun 1 through 4. Legacy, Sentinel, and Red. This is a hard to find awesome film because shortly after that they came out with Red the action film. This one is about a man seeking revenge for his killed dog. And Brian Cox gives one of his best performances ever in it. Eve of Destruction. French Extreme Calvaire. Ken Russell's Crimes of Passion. Flesh-Eating Mothers, which Vinegar Syndrome just put out on Blu-ray. Trauma, from Dario Argento. Jess Franco's Marquis de Sade's Justine. Possum, which looked interesting. Eaten Alive, not the American version, but the Italian cannibal film. Desperation, because I couldn't find my copy. Hands of a Stranger from the Warner Archive collection. Addams Family 3-disc set. Is it, which set? Volume 1. Addams Family Volume 3. I already have Volume 2. Six String Samurai, which is a wonderful offbeat film. An 8-movie action pack, but I got it because it has the Dolph Lundgren Punisher in it. Legion, Priest, and Gabriel. Beneath Still Waters. The Barber. And Soon the Darkness, the remake. The documentary In a World. Ghost in the Darkness. Friday the 13th, Part 3 and Part 4. This looks like it must have come from the Crystal Lake to Manhattan set, perhaps? The Forsaken. Cube Zero. Eric the Viking. George A. Romero's Bruiser. Underrated film. Creepers from Dario Argento. Phenomena is the same film, but much better. The Creepers is a cut-down version of it. A Blade in the Dark. Bone Tomahawk, excellent horror western. John Carpenter's Vampires. Brain Dead from Peter Jackson. I'd Kick Ass for the Lord. Someone marked it Region 2, but I have a Region 2 player. The Day After. April Fool's Day. Hellboy Director's Cut. And it's got a whole bunch of... It's got multiple discs and a book. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3. It's got 3 discs and a booklet to it. Have to see if it has anything that the Blu-ray does not, because I have the Blu-ray version. Bound with Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly. The original Return of the Living Dead. 13 Ghosts. Some of you may notice titles that I have. Curse of the Devil with Paul Naschy. Just at these prices, I picked up a bunch of stuff for trades and giveaways. Amok Train. Clive Barker's Book of Blood. The Burrowers, another excellent Wild West horror. Blood Creek, Michael Fassbender in an early role. Bloody Judge, Jess Franco directing Christopher Lee. Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. Night Creature with Donald Pleasance. I go, Night Creature, I don't know this film. And I looked, I go, Donald Pleasance? Oh, it goes in the pile. The Nun. The film crew doing Killers from Space. King Kong. Two Val Lewton chillers, Isle of the Dead and Bedlam, both with Boris Karloff. I'm Madman. This is an excellent offbeat film. And Tales from the Hood 2 on Blu-ray. Wolf Creek on Blu-ray. Gamera 3. Hellboy 2. Blade 2. Dylan Dog. Deep Rising and Puppet Masters. Darkness. Children of the Corn, Uncut and Uncensored. Contagion, and there's a note that says no special features, so I'll have to check that out. Maybe it was a rental copy. Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Underworld Awakening. Underworld Evolution. Embodiment of Evil from Synapse. This is one of the Coffin Joe films, I believe, and I don't think I've seen this one. Hannibal Rising on Blu-ray, Uncut Edition. The Gray, which people have been talking about recently. Kaiju Shorts picked this as his favorite winter film that didn't include The Thing. And this is an excellent film. Mortal Instruments, City of Bone. Jet Li's The One. Into the Storm. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Click like, subscribe, or even comment below, because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.